Hi there, this is Risty Durbin, and I'm creating a training in how to perform the scoring in the BO2 short form. So we have also a training in our website, in our YouTube, in how to really perform the real testing. So we're using the short form because this is the quickest way to use, especially for the therapists that haven't used it before. Personally, I prefer to use this form than the PDMS, but the PDMS is for 0 to 6 only, and this one is for 4 to 20-year-old. So this is more, it is faster and less testings. So before you can score, you need to know the age of the patient, so you need to fill this out. And so in that way you will know the chronological age. So for this training purpose, let's use let's say 8-year-old, just for easy. 8-year-old, month 0, month date 0. So the child is exactly 8-year-old, and for this particular training, again, the norms used, we will use the combined. Okay. So, but you need to fill out everything, but I'm just discussing here how to score the patient and what do you need in this form. So we're going to use the combined, and the age of the patient is 8 flat. Okay, so this is the short form. You need to fill it out, but you need to skip this. We will just go to the short form part, this one. Short form. So all you need is to know first, when you're doing a testing, if what kind of push-up you're using. So I'm going to show you the short form. This is a short form. It's only one page. It's really beautiful. Can you imagine one page versus, I believe, 26 pages you need to deal with PDMS. Short form. So you can see here on the subtest number 8, there you can choose either knee, push-up, or full push-up. That's what it's being asked here. So you need to encircle which one you use. And then what we're looking for here is the total score. The total score is after you did the testing here, you put the scoring here. So we have a separate training for that, and it's also in our YouTube with Theramax YouTube under PDMS playlist. So whatever is the score here, you put here. So for example, this child is bedridden and cannot move his hand at all. So the score here is 0. So 0, the age is 8, remember, and we're using the knee. We use the knee push-up. So we encircle the knee. The total score here is 0, and a while ago we determined that this patient age is 8 flat. Okay, so age. So now what we're gonna looking for here is the standardized score and the percentile rank. This is what we need to tell the insurance in order for them to determine if this child is gonna be approved for that for the request for the visits. So standardized score and percentile rank. This descriptive category, you can get this also on the table. It is a guide on the form here, what table you need to go in order for you to get the score. So it's more like this. As long as you get the score, then as long as you have the two forms, the chart, you're good to go. Okay, so the descriptive category is on the table C13, which what all you need to do is what's the score here, and then you can get the answer here. So let's go to, according here, the standardized score, we need to go to table 8.8 to 8.13. Okay, so let me open that B12 for, since that we have two pictures here. It's because the first one is for it's only between 4 to 8-year-old, and the next one is for 9 to 21. So we're gonna go to table B12 for the 8-year-old, since that the child that we're testing here is 8-year-old. So here, this is really very simple. So we did the combined short form, knee push up. Now, as I said a while ago, we're gonna be looking for the standard score and the percentile rank. So all you need to know is what's the child's age. This particular child is 8-year-old. And remember, we did a testing and a child has 0 score. So 8-year-old, let's go down, let's go to the 8-year-old. Into the 0 score. The score is here, 0. So we're gonna be getting the standardized score for this 8-year-old child with a score of 0. So let's go to the left side of this chart, and we see here on the standardized score, you saw 20. Right? So 20 is what you need to write now on the box of the questionnaire standardized score, 20. Remember, the next thing we need to look for is the percentile rank. So here, percentile rank, we have here less than 1 for this particular child. So it's also what you need to write there. So if you have questions about this, you can keep on repeating this video so you understand, but it's very simple. So let's go back. So now, remember, we have a series score. We just went to table B12, so we got the standard score here. We have to write it here. It's 20. And you need to write the percentile rank here, which is less than 1. So we have already the 2 answers. The next question is the descriptive category. Remember, for the descriptive category, you need to have the standardized score. So let's go there in table C13 to get that score. So C13. So here, what's the score? Let me make it bigger. You can see it. Standard score. You can also use the others here, but for this particular training and for the beginner, for the entry level users. So we have the standardized score, standard score range, which is we have the answer of, remember, 20. So it belongs to this category, this line, 30 or less. Okay. The answer is well below average, is the descriptive category. If you can see here, just for training purposes, remember the percentile rank of a child is less than 1. You can see here the same answer, less than 1, which is still well below average. So for me personally, I don't want to confuse the therapist. I'm just going to use the standard score range, and from there you just see. This is what you're going to put on your form, well below average. Okay. So now, let me open this. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this one? The confidence interval, 90 to 95%. This one is, we have a form for that. Table C4 and C4 and C3. But per training with Mr. Hiladuga, he told me that these are mostly used by the research, and what we really send to the insurance is the score, total score, the standardized score, the percentile rank, and the descriptive category. So we're gonna skip on that, but if ever you guys want to know more about this, we will have a training soon. It will be Karen will be sending messages to all the therapists. This is for all the training is for the assistant, because what we find out that some of our assistants that we train this, they like this, and it makes them, it's easier for them to follow through what's next they need to do the child, or what activity they need to do in order for the child to achieve these activities. In that way, the child also can have a better scoring every 6 months or whenever we need to do the scoring. Okay, so the training is for the physical therapy assistant and occupational therapy assistant, and also for the supervisors. I will encourage everyone, before going to the training, please go to the YouTube channel of Theramax under the playlist BDMS, so you know exactly how to perform the activity. And during the training, it's more like a refresher, and you can ask questions if you didn't understand something in the video. Anyway, so now, since we have the score, we will be writing this in the evaluation narrative of our evaluation. So this is how you write this. BOT2 total point score of 0, with a standard score of 20, with a percentile rank of less than 1, and with a descriptive category of well below average. That's all you need to write there. So I hope this training is very informational. Feel free, again, as I said a while ago, learn this on YouTube so you can learn further and understand better. And for the materials of this, you may go to this website. This is something I saw online when I'm searching, but I'm thinking this may be the best source. But I don't know if there's other company who sell. But just right after I searched in Google, I saw this. I see here can price and ordering, you can order whatever you need here. um, Manual scoring, everything, all you need is here. But also during your training, we'll be also guiding you in all those materials that you need. You can also call the QA department if you have question about the forms and the scoring chart. Thank you very much.